Hey, my name is Joe Polyak, local San Francisco Bay Area real estate agent with Rise Homes. And I make videos like this for people like you who might be thinking about buying, selling, or investing in real estate here in the San Francisco Bay Area. So this video, I'm going to go over our listing transformation process. This is our process of what we do whenever we get hired to list somebody's property for sale. This is just kind of going over the details of exactly what we do to get it prepped and ready for sale. The number one question is, why should I hire you rather than hire somebody else? And that's a very good question. And I think that I should be able to answer that if I am worth working with. The way that I take that question is, what is it that I can provide that's valuable to you if you're thinking about selling your home? What is valuable about hiring me versus another team? What value do we as a team provide? And generally, that comes down a lot to our listing transformation process. So I believe that our listing transformation process, what it accomplishes is it helps our clients get the highest possible market price for their home while minimizing the amount of money that they have to invest. So ultimately creating the highest return on investment for our clients who are selling a property. So what I personally believe in and what our team believes in is delivering an exceptional wow experience to our clients. So really developing and maintaining excellent customer service throughout the entire time that we're selling your home. And so we really believe in providing turnkey concierge service where we handle everything about the listing process from A to Z. Everything. And so oftentimes this includes helping people with hiring movers or scheduling a storage pod to be delivered to their house or ordering a storage unit and coordinating the movers to move their stuff. It includes dealing with contractors and all the vendors associated with selling their property. And we really aim so that we can take everything away from your hands so you have more of your time, which is really the most valuable asset that all of us have. And you have more of your time to be able to do the things that are more important while you feel comfortable that we are taking the best possible care of your equity during this process. So let's start with our listing transformation process. So really where we begin is we do a walkthrough, and oftentimes it is with you, the client, or without the client, and we just can go on our own. And we do a walkthrough of the property and we create a list of items that we think would deliver the best possible return for our client. Oftentimes that's things like, we've already cleared out the property. So we've already either sold through an estate sale or just sold separately or donated or hauled away all of the remaining items in the property. Usually our recommendations involve painting, any kind of repair work that's required associated with painting, repairing dry rot, any fungus damage, things like that. It includes refurbishing the floors, doing sand and staining hardwood, or installing luxury vinyl or carpet where it's needed, and doing any kind of other repairs or improvements to the property. Oftentimes, we make a list of recommendations and we go through that with you as the owner, and you make the final decision on what you think needs to be done to the property. Sometimes if a property is in, either really rough shape or it's really dated, or you as the owner feel that, maybe it could use a full remodel, kitchen remodel, bathroom remodel, additional work, then that's something else that we can also coordinate and work on as well. So that happens a little bit more rarely. Oftentimes it is the painting, floors, repair work, staging, things like that. But sometimes it is also a full remodel. We have done that in the past and we can do it anytime as well. So the next step is, after giving you our list of recommendations and you saying, yes, that sounds good, or we work on that a little bit together, we get bids from contractors. Now we have our list of contractors that we regularly work with who are all licensed, bonded, insured, and that we worked with many times in the past. So we get good pricing, we get reasonable pricing. It tends to not be the cheapest, but it tends to be the best value in the sense that for the price, you're really getting a job well done in a reasonable amount of time. So one example is sometimes a client will tell me, oh, I have a painter. Your painter quoted $5,000 for this job. Well, my painter quoted $3,500. And then when their painter works and begins working, what we realize is that what our painter could have done in about a week, their painter took 3 to 4 weeks to do, did a sloppier job, and wasn't there to finalize the job after all was said and done. So we've found that oftentimes the contractors that we work with are very good, but we're also always open interviewing multiple contractors to make sure we get multiple bids to make sure you get the best possible price for the work. One of the other services that we can do as part of our concierge listing transformation service is we can actually front the costs for this work. So oftentimes when we're working with clients, what we can do is we can hire the contractors, you approve the pricing, and then we can pay them, and then we just get reimbursed when the home sells. And that way it's no out-of-pocket costs to you. We get multiple bids from multiple contractors if you'd like. Then at that point, we present everything to you. We give you a spreadsheet, and then you decide what you'd like to give a thumbs up, green light to, or what you prefer not to do. Once we get the green light and we're able to move forward, we start working with the contractors. So we schedule them on a tight timeline to ensure that there's not going to be any delays or any downtime where nobody's working. So we make sure that we schedule everybody. We send you the timeline. It starts off as a tentative timeline because sometimes things change or issues come about or something like that. But most of the time, it's pretty accurate, and we put a lot of buffers in there to make sure that we're not going to go beyond what we initially tell you as far as dates and timelines. Throughout the whole process, we really keep you up to date on what's happening. So we send you regular email updates with what's happening, with including pictures and videos. And in addition to that, we go to the property fairly often, so we can take additional videos and FaceTime, send text messages, give you a call, and get your opinion on a couple of things. Clients can really be as involved as they'd like. Oftentimes we find that people, they want to know what's going on, they want to know what's happening, they want to be in the loop, but they don't want to be bothered with the minor details of what's happening as long as we come to agreements in the beginning. But everybody is different, and we just do our best to really honor what the client wants and make sure that we're doing the best possible job for you, and so that you feel comfortable and confident that everything that's happening is going according to plan within a reasonable time limit and for still a reasonable price, and there are no surprises or any kind of bait and switch tactics, which we've heard that other folks have done. Throughout the whole process, we're really coordinating everybody to make sure the contractors are paying attention to detail, that they're not missing anything, and that everything is being done and people are coming in consistently and we're on track to finish when we said we would. And then once the work is complete, we do a final walkthrough with our contractors and then put blue tape on things and just make sure that everything is completed with meticulous attention to detail and that everything is done up to a very high standard. That work that we've already done to the property, it really pays off and just makes the property shine and makes it look its absolute best. So our goal with doing all of this, with prepping a home for sale, which a lot of clients feel that when they do put a home on the market, they feel that it could use a lot of these things to be done to it to get it ready for sale. The whole goal for us is to ensure that we do a great job, that it's done at a reasonable price in a reasonable amount of time. What we see is that our work ultimately helps our clients net an additional $50,000, $100,000 or more dollars on the sale of their property than they otherwise would have, all while saving time and not even having to come out of pocket and pay the costs up front when they can just get the costs reimbursed at the close of escrow. So at this point, once all the work is done, we're ready for a pre-sale deep cleaning. And then we go through our whole marketing and negotiation strategy. So stay tuned. I will create more videos. And so the next video will be about our marketing and negotiation strategy and what we do to get homes ready for sale. Thanks so much for watching this video. Really appreciate it.